Hey, I'm Holley. This is Cory and today we're going to administer the 6-minute walk test.
Okay. All right, the 6-minute walk test is a test of walking endurance. Some of the things you need to administer the test is a stopwatch, a tape measure, the 6-minute walk cues, which I have here in my hand, a clipboard in order to keep tally marks on, some masking tape in order to put marks on the floor, and 4 chairs, which will be placed strategically along the course at the beginning of the course, at 6 meters, at 12 meters, and one at the end of the course, which will be 18 meters. Okay. So you measure the course indoors. It's a length of 18 meters. So you put one piece of tape at 0 meters, one piece of tape at 18 meters, and like I said, you place your chairs up along the course so if the patient needs to rest at any time, they can sit in the chair and rest. I have the instructions here that I will read to the patient once the test is about to be administered. You may have to demonstrate where you want your participant to walk, such as on the course. You want to escort the participant to the start line. With the participant standing at the start line, your cue is ready and go. At this point, you begin the stopwatch. Keep track of the distance walked by keeping a tally mark each time they reach a piece of tape. Be cognizant to minimize any impact that your cadence may have on the walking speed of the patient. So I wouldn't want to be walking in front of Will or right beside Will. I'm going to let him set the pace, try to stay a couple meters back from him, but be there in case he has any trouble balancing that I would be able to catch. Decide to stop the test based on any of these following criteria. Any kind of angina, chest pain or tightness, lightheadedness, confusion, any unwavering staggerness or unsteadiness, cyanosis, nausea, marked dyspnea, any unusual fatigue, or any kind of intermittent claudication, or also facial expressions that would signify any kind of distress. Okay? During the test, at each minute, I'll read him a cue to let him know his minute intervals. So at 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and 4 minute, and 5 minute. Okay? If the patient has to rest at any time, you should read this. It's been going blank many minutes. Rest as long as you need to, and let me know when you can start again. You should do this for every minute the participant has to rest. You may assist the patient with transitions from standing to sitting or sitting to standing, but you may not help them walk. So at the end of the 6 minutes, you're going to tell the participant to stop. You're going to mark the place where the participant stopped on the floor at the toe of the foot from the farthest foot traveled with a piece of tape. Measure from the beginning of the course to where that distance is on the floor, and you'll need to add that in to the total distance walked. As soon as the test is over, you want to have the participant sit in the nearest chair and take his pulse immediately, and also take his blood pressure. Then you want to record the distance to the nearest whole meter and record whether or not they used an assistive device and place this on your 6-minute walk data sheet. So now we're going to begin the test. All right, Mr. Holley, I want you to walk for 6 minutes, covering as much ground as possible. Keep going continuously if possible, but don't be concerned if you have to slow down or stop to rest. You can rest standing or sitting in on one of the chairs. The aim is at the end of 6 minutes that you feel you cannot have covered any more ground. I will stay with you as you walk, and you're allowed to use any assistive device or brace you may normally use. I will not talk during the test, as this may impede your performance while walking. I will inform you on the time elapsed. Please let me know if you are uncomfortable or have any pain at any point during the test. The idea is for you to walk at a comfortable, safe pace, but to cover as much ground as you possibly can in the 6-minute time. I will give you input every minute. So you're going to start the test when I say go. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
All right, ready, go. All right, Mr. Holley, it's been 1 minute. You're doing good. Keep up the good work. Doing a good job. Keep it up. That's 2 minutes.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Good morning.
You're doing good with the test. You're halfway through. That's 3 minutes. You're continuing to do well. That's 4 minutes. Keep up the good work. You've got 1 minute left to go. stop. Okay, so at this point, I would take a piece of tape, put it right here, and then I would have to add the distance from this piece of tape until the piece of tape down there to the end of the total score. At this time, I would ask Mr. Holley to sit down. I would get his pulse rate and his blood pressure. Once this was done, for each lap that he made, which is one trip down the course, that's 18 meters, you add half a meter for each time he turned. So that'd be 18.5 meters for each time he went down there, and then 18.5 meters back. So at this point, I would measure up his tally marks, and then, like I said, add the total distance of all those tally marks together, which is 18.5 meters per lap, and then I would take and add the distance from the piece of tape that I marked at his toe until the end of the course. And that's the 6-minute walk test.